Alright, what is going on, boys? Today we're on some BO2 Town, and we're doing a challenge that I've done before, kind of. I did it with a mod one time. I think it was like a random perk mod, and I just tagged this in there, so I don't know what to call this challenge. So basically, the premises of the challenge is you get 5 box hits, but if you're going to exchange a weapon, you don't get to see what the next one is. So let's say I have an FAL and a DSR, and I'm like, I don't want to keep the FAL, and I have 3 box hits remaining. I'm going to trade the FAL, but I have to look away from my screen and grab whatever it is. So it's basically kind of like risking, do I think I'm going to get a better or worse weapon? I hope that makes sense. It will definitely make a little more sense when I'm actually doing it in practice. And I know it's a little dependent on the weapons, because obviously if I get a War Machine and an SMR, it's going to be a harder game, but still, leave your round prediction as the goal. Round 25 as usual, which for some reason I either get to 24 or 26, but then I have the occasional, like, round 20, and then I have the occasional round 30. Also, as always, if you enjoy any of my videos, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing. I'd really appreciate support. Thank you all so much for recent support. And for the daily question, what is your favorite non-Treyarch Zombies game? So that would be World War II, Advanced Warfare, or IW. Well, Infinite Warfare if you don't know IW. I don't know what to answer, man, because it's definitely not Advanced Warfare. Okay, that's just completely out of the question. Like, Advanced Warfare had one good map in Descent, but the system behind AW is just not fun, so just, no, not AW. But my problem is, I've only played the Final Reich from World War II because I was like, it was just the same thing I always do, where it's like, this isn't Treyarch Zombies, it does not feel right, so I'm going back to Treyarch Zombies. But, I never played IW until like a month ago, and I've only played Spaceland, so that's the thing, it's like, I've only played one map from each game, but I've played, like, widely regarded the best map from each game, because the best map from World War II is always usually the Final Reich, and then the best map from IW seems to always be Spaceland, so I really don't know what I want to say. I guess I would give a slight edge to World War II right now, just because I like how the game feels scary and dark and zombie infested, and IW is just so bright and goofy, which is fun. But also, it's like, how do I say this? It's fun, but it wouldn't be fun for an extended period of time. Like, after the first couple games of Spaceland, I'd kind of be like, okay, this, like, goofy slap melee, clowns, little toy blasters, it kind of loses its kind of, like, glare. Or how you want to say it? Like, it's glow. That's better. It's glow. So, I don't know. I guess I'd give a slight edge to World War II. But let me know your favorite non-Treyarch game. For any of you Advanced Warfare lovers, I just can't wait to hear what you have to say, man. I mean, by God, that game just felt awful. Like, the Pack-a-Punch system was so stupid. Boys, how come there's actually a worse pack system than BO4? How did they do that? I know that AW came before BO4, but, like, upgrade your gun. Is it 20 or 25? I think it's 25. 25 times? And it feels like ever so slightly better each time. It's like, it feels the same because as you upgrade it, like, once every round, the round changes, they get more health, so it just stays consistent. Like, it's just, God, it's awful. For the first 2 box hits, I don't have to look away, by the way, because I'm gonna take them regardless. But once I decided to start changing out weapons, that's when I have to look away. And I know I'm not gonna keep Mustang and Sally, that's just not fun. So box hit number 1 of 5. If I get a War Machine the next hit, we're keeping them. Because there's no way. If this is the second time in my channel history I've called all the weapons out, I didn't remember that I did that another time until someone reminded me. When I talked about it in the Origins random perk video, I forgot that I got both weapons right one time. I was at like a few hundred subs. Like, I was probably at like 300 or 400 subs at the time. It was a Shangri-La 2 box, and I said at the beginning of the video, I was like, the reason I say my round goal before I spin the box is in case I get something like, what am I going to get? A crossbow and a ballistic knife? And then I'm going to want to change the round goal to lower, and it was a Shangri-La 2 box, and I pulled the ballistic knife first, and I was like, no balls game, give me the B knife, or the crossbow. I mixed that, yeah. I got the ballistic knife, said no balls, give me the crossbow, and it gave me the crossbow. Okay, box hit 2. We're counting that as one of the hits. No, let me out. Let me free. No, SMR, you gotta do your thing. Okay. I didn't take it, but we're counting. Okay, so I can look at the 3rd box hit. If you saw the Bus Depot box roulette, which first off, Bus Depot's already Bus Depot. And I'm doing a box roulette on there. Why was my box look so atrocious on there? Like, literally half of the comments on that video were, like, not even exaggerating, half of the comments were like, maybe even more than half. They were like, I've never seen worse box luck. What happened? And I'm like, I don't know. So help me if I go out there and get a freaking war machine. Usually I don't count as, I mean, should I count equipment as a box hit? I never count equipment as a box hit. Okay, you know, during box roulettes, I always just say disregard equipment. So, okay, this is box hit too. You know, just disregard it. The equipment doesn't count. Just get it out of here. I never count it. Just got to stay consistent. My God, I hate this game. All right, I'd rather keep the SMR than the Cat 40. So I guess here's box hit 3, and I'm not allowed to look. I just got to take it. I'm looking away. I'm looking at the wall. If it's a war machine, I'm going to lose my mind. Dude, come on. It's all of the same weapons that were torturing me on Bus Depot. Now I just got to get a war machine, and then we're already there. And a ballistic knife. I kept getting the ballistic knife on freaking like round 17 of Bus Depot. Guys, what did I do to the mystery box gods to be handed this level of box luck again? I mean, I still have 2 hits. So, and I might keep the SMR as a meme. But yeah, I'm not going to count that EMP because I just want to stay consistent. Because every time I do a challenge and I get equipment, I kind of just look at it and go, we're going to pretend that didn't happen. So, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. How many boxes do I have? Wait, I got SMR, Cap, S12, so I have 2 more. I guess we're going to see the weapons this round, guys. I guess round 6 is my... Oh, wait, never mind. We'll do it next round. I'm taking advantage of that double points. And I'm getting stam. Thank you. I'm so happy when I get stamina. Brings a smile to my face. Dude, that's so funny that... Like, if you're in my Discord server, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That I started a stamina cult. I don't know how I did it. I just kept acting like stamina was the greatest thing to ever exist, and now it's like a cult. I think there's literally a channel in my Discord, which I don't know who created it, but it's called Stam Cult. So yeah, I guess we're just a bunch of Stam Cult members now. So I've had the same AirPods since December of 2018. I believe it's Gen 2, just like the actual normal ones, not the Pros. I mean, because Gen 2 Pros weren't even out yet. I didn't even know. I did not know the different generations and type of AirPods till literally like yesterday. But yeah, I had the same ones, and I used them for like 4 to 6 hours a day, 7 days a week for over 4 years. And they're starting to do that thing where they don't hold charge as long, and they the sound quality is kind of like, it's not the sound quality, it's the level. Like, they're just not as loud as they used to be because they're kind of just dying out. They're still usable, but for the last couple months, I've kind of been knowing I need to go to a backup pair, or they need to go to a backup pair. Not I, like, I mean, those AirPods need to become a backup pair. Okay, let's go get double tap and then our other box spins and quick revive. But yeah, so yesterday I was like, okay, I use these things like on average 5 hours a day, 7 days a week, because like 2 hours a day at the gym, homework, meal prep, hanging around the house. So I got the AirPod Pro 2nd gen, and they were on sale for $50 less than normal. I got them for $200. So that's a development in my life, as I finally spent a bunch of money on headphones for the first time in like almost 5 years. All right, S12's out of here. Can't look. Box hit 4. Can't look. Something decent. Bro, already? Wait. SMR, EMP, Cap 40, S12 on the 5th? Okay, I guess next round, we're going to look at our next couple weapons. At the end of this round, I should say. But yeah, I did not know that there was AirPods and AirPod Pros. I did not know that. I did not know there was 3 generations of normal AirPods, and there was 2 generations of Pros, which I didn't even know existed. And then the AirPod Max was just like basically a headset, like, or like headphones, I should say, not like a headset. But, you know, the same kind of this. I just recently delved into the different types of AirPods and all that last night, and came to the conclusion that I don't like to spend that kind of money on headphones or earbuds or whatever you're going to call it, AirPods. But considering how much I use them, I was like, all right, these are noise canceling. They supposedly have better sound quality, better bass, all that. And I'm like, that'd be nice for the gym. You didn't crawler? Dude, you're bad at this. Dude, come on. Come on, man. Come on. You actually suck. All right, we're getting the other box hits. I don't even care. I should just... Whatever. Yeah, we're just going to sit back here. Okay, box hit 4. S12, you're out of here. Can't look. I'm staring at the wall. Box hit 5. Which one do I want out of here? SMR gotta go, man. SMR gotta get out of here. I just got EMPs again. Dude. Bro. What is my box look? I like looked up and I was like, how did I get the SMR again? So I look at my equipment and I'm like, oh my god. I got EMPs again. But now since I took the EMPs, I'm like, am I allowed to get another hit? I mean, I'm not going to use the EMPs. I promise I won't use them. We're going to go get one more box hit. If it's monkeys, I swear to God. Okay. Go away. What? I didn't hit him? No, oh, there's 2 zombies. Okay, well, here we go. SMR out of here. Last box hit. Please. Just a Galil or a Python or just something. Oh my god. Freaking SMR EMP Cap 40 S12 RPG EMP Chico. I mean, what's worse? You know what? Hold on. I'm not going to take whatever weapon this is. I'm going to go get a ray gun or a ray gun Mark II or like an executioner or a Python. Just something good right here. Just, I can't take it. Let's just do it for the fun. Let's do it for the funny. Come on, game. Give me the ray gun right now. RPD, okay, that's not the ray gun, but that's definitely better than anything else I've gotten. Who did I make mad to get this kind of box look? This is like such a horrible string of box luck across multiple videos. Like, I just don't understand. Game. What did I do? Okay, well, I accidentally ended the round. All right, we're packing both the weapons now. There's no point in not. All right. Get in there. Oh, I got to round 11 flawless. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Now I'm sitting here trying to decipher, like, what was worse box luck, the Bus Depot game or this game. I'm red. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't know which one's worse. I mean, it felt a lot worse on Bus Depot because it's Bus Depot, you know, no perks, no pack. But I was pulling so many ballistic knives on Bus Depot and war machines. I don't know. They're probably equally bad, but I mean... those ballistic knives at Bus Depot just really... oh my god. I mean, to be honest, the RPG is not bad. But considering there's no PhD, it's not good. You know, I'm feeling it now. You know, yet again, I can't take this weapon. I'm going to go get a ray gun right now. Do it, game. Do it. Do the ha-ha funny. Do the ha-ha funny. I can't take it. But I can't believe it gave me this. Let's just hit the box again. What other goodies are in there? I'm feeling an M1216 out of this one. What other goodies would you have given me if I kept spinning the box? Yeah, you made about 3 or 4 appearances on Bus Depot. Okay, yet again, I can't take any of these weapons. We already understand that. I'm just spinning it just to see how dumb this game is. I just realized I ran out of Chico ammo on round 12. Oh my, I know I didn't maximize the ammo, but oh my god, dude. Really? Oh, but for any of you who have the AirPod Pro 2s, I've only used them for like 15 minutes, and then I had to go do things, and then I actually had to record this, so... because I just got them this morning after the gym. The noise canceling feels so weird. Because I was like doing the dishes after eating, and when I was moving stuff around in the sink, like I could hear it, but it was very muffled. Like it sounds like you have your PES on Moon. You know, where you have your helmet on and everything sounds like muffled, but you can hear noises, but they just sound not solid. That's exactly how those, like the noise canceling on it feels, and it's so weird. But I always feel so bad spending like more than even $100 on anything. But I'm like, I'm gonna use it so much. Like, I don't know, I just don't like spending money on stuff like that. Like headphones just don't, it's not a necessity, so I don't like it. But I'm like, I'm gonna get so much use out of it because I use my AirPod 1s, or well, my first set. They're not AirPod 1s. I think they're the first AirPods Gen 2 or whatever they are, man. Like I use them so much, but I don't like spending money on things like that. Like I don't buy expensive shoes. Like I just, for some reason, like items. I never want to buy the expensive items. Like I had an iPhone 8 for 4 years, right? Because I got it when I was a senior in high school. Because I remember that's when my other one... I remember why I was so worried about the other one breaking. Like, my speaker broke on it, and I couldn't talk on the phone, and I was starting to date a girl at the time, so we were, like, FaceTiming a lot, so that's why I remember getting that phone for that. Because I was like, oh, God, I can't talk on the phone anymore because something happened to the speaker. So, yeah, that was senior year of high school, and I didn't get a new phone until, like, 2-3 months ago. I think I have a 14. I think this is a 14. The case is cool. I like the case. It's got that kind of like stripe pattern to it. I like it. I believe it's a 14. I don't like spending items and stuff like how are you guys with that? Are you kind of in the same mental space I am when it comes to items where it's like, I just use it until it dies? That's literally how I feel about things. I mean, I think for my PC, I need to kind of not get in that mental space, especially once, like, I mean, if I do this full time, like I plan to. Like, whenever that happens, I need to stay more up to date on components, because if you were there for the stream the other day, I tried playing Call of the Dead Remastered while streaming, and I've done that before, actually, with the same components I have now, but it took like 98% of my GPU. I have a 1660 Ti, and it took like, what? OBS, like my streaming stuff, was taking 48%, and then BO3 was taking like 40%, and then I'd be at 88%, and George Romero would spawn in, and it would shoot from 88 to 98. I'm like, George Romero is taking 10% of my GPU. But I needed to just, like, with my PC, there's some upgrades I need to make. And technically, it's kind of like something more for business, so I guess I need to get in a better mental space about that. I just like using things until they die. But I can't afford to have PC parts die. I mean, I could. It'd suck, because it'd be like a very quick, sudden, like, oh god, I gotta get it fixed now thing. I don't know, are you guys the same way? Where, like, you have to use everything until it dies? I mean, I guess it's a good habit to get in, I'd say, because then you do achieve full value out of what you're using. Like with shoes, I didn't get a new pair of shoes because I had like normal shoes and then I had work shoes for my old job. And like when I'd get new shoes, my shoes I'd wear to places would become my work shoes. Like I just cycle them to work shoes. And I would basically wear the shoes until that metal, like, it's not rebar. It's like it's kind of like little like the metal stuff inside of the shoe. Once it would start poking the back of my ankle, like on my Achilles, that's when I was like, all right, now we got to get new shoes. Like I would wait until it was causing physical pain, and then I'm like, and now we get new shoes. I don't know. I've always just wondered, are people like that, or are people kind of just more impulsive with buying things? Like, feel free to let me know if you're not kind of like ashamed of being impulsive or something. Like, I don't know. Some people are probably pretty impulsive and then kind of feel bad when like people are like, are you impulsive? I'm not meaning it in like a bad way. Oh, wait. I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm just curious about how people go about buying new things and understanding when to get new things. Oh, what made me red? Did a zombie spawn behind me? Stay away. Back away. I was not expecting to be red screen. You know, have you guys ever experienced like a console dying on you? Because my old Xbox One, I actually remember this like so vividly. Because the girl I was dating at the time would we'd FaceTime every night. This is like 3 or 4 years ago. This is so long ago. Holy. But we'd FaceTime, and I had the same Xbox One for probably like 4 or 5 years, and it would do this thing where it'd freeze up every like 20 seconds. I remember I'd be playing Minecraft, and I'd be like sailing across the ocean, and it'd freeze up, and you had to just like hit it. So I was always on FaceTime with her, and like in the middle of it, she'd just hear me start beating the hell out of my Xbox. She was always just like, what are you doing? Oh, well, that's death. Damn. But I just kept running with it instead of getting a new one, because I was like, dude, it's fine. You just have to take 10 seconds of your time every 30 seconds to just beat it up. Like, you literally have to smack the top of it. I mean, that thing eventually, like, full-on died. And then I decided to get a PC, which I've had this PC for, what, like 2.5 years, 3, something like that. Like 2 to 3 years, somewhere in there. I got a PC with like just the intention of really playing games on it, and then I was like, it might help during college, but probably not, because we get iPads anyway. I mean, they give you a free iPad, but it's in your tuition, so you get a free iPad that you pay for. It's like, you know, I don't have to be college educated to understand this is stupid, but okay. But actually that PC, well, this PC behind me, has come very in handy for college on multiple occasions. There's multiple times where I had homework that could only be done on desktop. Like, it wouldn't work on mobile devices, like an iPad. This thing saved me, like, multiple times. And then I also started a YouTube channel, if you guys didn't know that. I'll put a link for it below. I'll put a link for my channel below on my channel. But, you know, I had no intention of starting that when I got a PC. And now I'm like, man, that call to get a PC, which was, like, really risky at the time, because I was like, this is a lot of money. I am poor, because I'm a college student. Did I just die in the same spot again, like, immediately? Oh. Okay. I need to figure out what I'm doing over there to keep getting red. Okay. But yeah, it was kind of like, oh god, I'm spending so much money on this. Here we are today. I can confirm, was a good purchase. Actually, I got asked something funny yesterday. I was in one of my college classes, and So I graduate this semester, right? This is my final semester. I graduate in like 5, 6 weeks. Oh my God, like 5 or 6 weeks. And teachers need to turn the grades in for seniors on May 2nd, but everyone else, it's May 9th. So like seniors have to get their stuff done like a week earlier. So I asked my history professor, I'm like, because we were talking about our 15 to 18 page final paper we had to type, which I haven't started reading the books for yet, and the first draft to do in like 2 weeks. Yeah. So I was like, when's mine due? And he was like, oh, that's actually a good question. So he started digging into like the paperwork to find out when I'd have to turn it in, which is like a week earlier than everybody else, which is great. And there's some like 60-some-year-old lady in that class because she's retired and has nothing else to do rather than pursue a history degree because her son has one, and she thought it'd be fun. Yeah, she's awesome, by the way. She's so nice and cool because she feels like a grandma. Yeah, she literally just has nothing better to do, which is why she's doing it. But so while he was looking for the date that I'd have to turn the paper in by, she asked me, and she was like, so what's next? Because I'm a graduating senior. And I just started laughing. I just started laughing. She looked at me all confused, and I explained the YouTube thing. And then everyone else in the class started just laughing because of how stupid it sounded. Like, what are you going to do with your degree? I'm going to play video games online for people. It was just like, it was so funny. Like, even she just started laughing when I said, well, about 11 months ago, I started a YouTube channel, and I think I might try to do it full-time coming out of college. So even she started laughing at that because it was just so funny. Like, every time I get asked like plans after college now by like professors or people at college, I just can't help but laugh. I'm just like, yeah, video games online might be my career. Yep, there we go. I don't know, it's just so funny because we talk about it in Spanish a lot too. Like, the teacher will ask in Spanish, you have to look on the board. It's like, what is your boss like at your job? What is all this stuff about your job, which I worked year round from the week I turned 16 until like 2 or 3 months ago. Like, I had an actual job outside of YouTube. It's like 6 years. So like, I mean, I had an actual job year round for 6 years. So like, typically it was an easy answer for me. But now she knows about all this. So like, she'll ask a question and she'll go around the room and everyone has to answer, and she just looks at me and goes, well, you can't answer it. I'm like, just start laughing. I'm like, yeah, I know. No, ground spawn. That ground spawn. Didn't I get caught on that same ground spawn when I tried to get to round 50 on this map? Feels bad because I've been to round 50 on this map before, you know, before I started doing YouTube, and then I just choked on stream. But I think that same ground spawn killed me in the same way, where I ran behind it, and as I ran behind it, a zombie spawned, and then I got caught on it. I'm pretty sure I had the exact same death like a month ago. Yeah, it's just funny that like anytime I get asked questions about work and all that now, it's YouTube, man. And I'm like, it just sounds so weird. And it all still feels so surreal because I started this back in April. And in April, I was like, if I could have 1,000 subs coming out of college, that would just be insane. And then I hit 1,000 in October, and I was like, if I could have 2,500 subs coming out of college, that would be just crazy. Like, I could not fathom 2,500 subs in less than a year. That'd be insane. I just hit 21K this morning. Here we are. It just still feels so weird. It is just, you know, here's the weirdest thing about it. And I was talking with my friend about this a while back, because this is when I was probably at like 10K subs, I think. I was at 10K or around 10K. And we were comparing it to like the amount of people that went to our high school. Like, our high school had, across all 4 classes, 9th through 12th, had like 750 people. And I'm like, okay, that is like 13 times as many people went to our high school. And like, if you got everyone in our high school in one area, it'd be like, wow, that's a lot of people. And then I'm like, that's kind of crazy. And he was like, yeah, that's insane that like, you know, I don't know 10,000 people. I don't know 1,000 people. And then I'm like, you know what's the weirder thought behind it? My boy, there's 10,000 people that know me and know who I am and know my face and have heard me talk, and that's just weird. And then he was like, yeah, that is weird. That's just such a weird thought. It's like, there's just like, and now it's 21K, the unfathomable amount of people that like I can't fathom it in person, like seeing that many people. I mean, if I've been to a major sporting event, I could, but I've been to a minor league baseball game, that's it. I need to go to Michigan football games in the future, because if you can't see, try to prop up without dying. You got Michigan hoodie on as always. Anyway, that amount of people know you. And it's like kind of weird. It just feels really weird. Like I'm still not entirely used to it. Like I'm comfortable on camera. I've always been like with streams and recording. Like I was basically comfortable with recording like a month or less than a month into YouTube. I was already kind of just like, okay, this is not bad. I mean, I think it's because editing, you know, it's not live. It's a little different. But then, okay, I don't know how to say this. Okay, so it didn't take me like a couple of live streams to get used to it. It's maybe a couple live streams to like fully just be like, yeah, I'm just streaming. It's like, it's a whatever at this point. Like, it's not like, whoa, I'm streaming. This is really weird. But like, for my first 2 streams, I had like a little over 1,000 subs at the time. And there was between like 10 to 20 people there at all times. And I don't know, that was the first 2 or 3 streams before I actually blew up, and then it kind of became a couple hundred at all times, which is just still insane. But like when I first started streaming, first started my couple streams, my concern was, even though I had like 1,200 subs, I was like, what if no one shows up and I'm just sitting in there by myself? And then once people showed up, I was completely fine. Because I was like, okay, I have people to talk to. So that was the only, like, mental block I kind of needed to fully get over. I mean, I feel like telling my family and friends... Well, telling my friends was kind of a mental block. Because the way they found out was so dumb. So dumb. I wanted to do YouTube, like, underground... Double insta-kill? What? Underground, behind the scenes. Until I had probably a few K subs. Like, that was the plan, was kind of just be very quiet about it until... I proved myself in some fashion, because I just wanted to, like, put my head down and grind. Because, I mean, it's not kind of like an embarrassment thing. That was never the problem. I just have always been kind of like a put your head down and grind and be quiet about it. Like, don't really talk about what you're doing. That's kind of always how I approach life. But when I had, like, 5 or 6 subs, I mean, I still do have a TikTok. I, like, never post to it, because I just don't really make short-form content. But the TikTok was linked to my phone number. And I remember this. I worked like 8 or 9 days in a row, and this would have been during the summer, like at the beginning of the summer. And I remember that I got home after like my 8th or 9th day, and I think the next day was my day off, but it was like pouring rain. I'm a delivery driver, and you have to get out, deliver stuff. I was soaking wet 8 or 9 days in a row, super tired, just annoyed. And I sat down to eat my dinner, and I see the group chat. I open up the group chat, and one of my friends screen recorded a TikTok I made and sent it to the chat, and I was like, is this you? And I'm like, dude. I legit had sub 10 subs at this time. I remember being under 10 subs, because then it was kind of like we were cheering for 10 subs, then 20, then 30, and all that. Like all the little goals, I remember cheering for that. But yeah, I came home, and then I had to try to act like it wasn't me. And then my friend who found it, who sent it to the group chat, then directly messages me and go, dude, I know it's you. I can tell your voice, and it says that it's from contacts in my phone, and there's no one else it would be. And I'm like, no, why the hell didn't you just send it to just me in the first place? Why'd you send it to the group chat? I told all my friends, which I mean, now there's only like a very small, close group of friends to me. So I told all of them, explained it, you know, wasn't embarrassed at all or anything. But I didn't tell the family until I had like a few K subs, because, I mean, oh God. I just didn't want them to be like, you should be focusing on college and your career after college instead of this YouTube stuff. Because that's exactly what it would have been. Because it's exactly what it was at the time. It was like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What are you going to do? You got to figure it out. I know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, I heard you come behind me. Okay, I'm just nuking it out. It should be good. And I just didn't want that to like mentally block up my effort on this. I just wanted to kind of be like, we're not going to tell anyone in the family until I can be like, hey, got like a few thousand subs, things are going well. Because I told my dad literally right when I had thoughts about quitting my part-time job. So that's when I told him. And actually I told my mom a little sooner, which I talked about that before, dude. Actually, it's been so long since I talked about it. It's a very quick thing. But when I told my mom, she was so confused. And she was like, so basically you have a camera behind you that records the back of you and your screen? And I'm like, because she thought it was like a camera behind you and it records your screen, not like the screen capture, like pointing at, like if you were to record a video on your TV with your iPhone, like that kind of thing. I'm like, Mom, just stay precious, okay? Just you stay precious. I explained it to her. She still didn't fully understand, but it was such a funny conversation. And I'm still waiting for the first day that I get recognized in public sometime. I'm waiting for the first day. Like, I'm not gonna feel weird about it. Like, okay, I'll feel weird in the sense that I'm being recognized from things I do online. I'm not going to be like, this person's weird for approaching me. If you ever see me in person, which I don't know what the chances of this or when this will happen, just don't feel bad approaching me. It's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's gonna be cool. It's just gonna be a weird thought the first time it happens. Ow. Yep, damaged myself. I did not down myself directly with the RPG, but it is what led to my demise. So that's half a death to exploding myself. Honestly, a half death. Which I have 52 Chicum shots, and then I have nothing. What do I do when I run out of ammo? I would buy Galvas and Galva like I usually do, but like I don't want to break just only using these weapons. Just give me the ray gun. Like I feel it in my bones. I guess it's not in the cards today. Not the power up I needed. I needed the one with the ammo thing. You know what? I won't buy Galvas, but let's buy Simtexes. Let's see if I can Simtex my way to a power up. Alright, I'm feeling the ray gun in my bones. Come on, just do it. Or give me the Mark II, the one time I'm not trying to high around town. Well, not the one time, actually. Why did I shoot? I thought I was completely out of ammo. Oh, well, that's gone. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out. Alright, let's see how this goes. Come on. Come on. Oh, God, I'm going to stun myself here. No, what? No. Can I go get some Texas? Go. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. Can I just have a power up, man? Wait, oh. This game's easy. Okay. That was my fault. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribing. I really appreciate the support. I don't know why I always do this. Just like, I don't know. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.